Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We're coming to you live from AWS reInvent in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joining us for this segment, we have Jeremy Butt. He's a product lead of AML at Verafin, a Nasdaq company, to discuss leveraging generative AI in the anti-financial crime practice at Nasdaq. Jeremy, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to TradeTalks.
Thank you for having me.
You got it. So let's talk about working with AFC, anti-financial crime at Nasdaq. Why is AFC so important?
So AFC is so important just because of the massive impact that it has. So financial crime is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. It's a massive deal. Most people think that, and get a little bit confused around the fact that it potentially is just schemes that are played out in spreadsheets, ledgers, things like that, but really it's at the core of a lot of the most insidious crimes that happen within our society today. So human trafficking, drug trafficking, organized crime, elder financial abuse, and schemes and fraud that impact the most vulnerable within our society. It's a really deeply human issue, and it's a very interesting problem to solve. To solve it, we really need to embrace innovation, leverage new technologies and innovative technologies, and the power of large data, and bring key stakeholders on board so that we can better protect the global financial system and the people in the communities that it serves.
So you're leading one of the first use cases of generative AI. Can you explain the problem that your Gen AI use case is looking to solve?
Yeah, for sure. So we've been developing anti-financial crime management solutions for the past 20 years now. And at the core of our development process is we talk to our customers and key stakeholders. We engage them very early on, and that is kind of the core of what we base our development process on. And so over those years, we've been really engaging our customers and those key stakeholders. And one of the things that we learned was the sheer amount of time that is spent on manual tasks during the investigation process. That could include just looking at transactions, reviewing customers, counterparty relationships, going out and doing intelligence gathering, unstructured data, trying to reason over that. And that just adds up to a whopping, in some of our customers' cases, up to 60% of their day is spent on these use cases and these processes. And it's taken up a lot of time. And a lot of the financial institutions really want to shift their human resources back to focusing on things that they're actually trained to do, which is investigate financial crime instead of following these manual processes that are there for regulatory purposes.
Why can't you use machine learning or artificial intelligence as an approach to solve this?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different reasons. There are certain situations where you definitely can use the traditional machine learning and AI approaches, but in a lot of these manual tasks that we're encountering today that we want to have efficiency gains in, they require human reasoning and human input, so it's just really difficult and sometimes just impossible to fully replicate with traditional AI. So these can include reasoning over unstructured data, content creation. That's a big use case, but more importantly, like having the contextual understanding of really what's going on in the activity.
Have you seen any successes?
Yeah, so we've had a couple of good success use cases. Some of our customers are down from that 60%, like we're saying today, down in our best cases, down from 5 to 10%, as well as keeping those investigators focused well within our platform and allowing them to spend more time at looking at the activity, but also potentially looking at more activity and trying to try to find more financial crime.
How do you think this could help with the financial services industry evolving? What does it mean for it overall?
Yeah, for sure. So I think it's going to benefit the financial industry for sure. It's going to help identify more financial crime, like I was just saying, but also it's going to help a lot of the reporting stage and being able to make more of the reports and more of the filings and things like that more consistent for law enforcement. And I mean, Gen AI is going to be used by criminals, and we might as well just start adopting it and start leveraging it so that we can stay a step ahead.
All right, Jeremy, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks.
Thanks.
And thanks for joining me from reInvent. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.